All right, class is in session. You guys might just learn something today. Today's topic is going to be one of the most misunderstood, I guess, like theories or just, something that people don't really understand, and that is idle surge. Idle surge is when these engines are running and the engine RPM is going up and down and up and down. Instead of just a nice smooth idle at, say, 700, 800, 900 RPM. The first thing that I hear when we're pulling up to a car meet, besides this engine running because it's louder than absolute heck, is, oh my God, your cams are so huge. And I love it when it's plural because in big block Chevys, there's only one camshaft. But everyone thinks, or not everyone, most people think that the camshaft is what causes the surge, and that is not true. Absolutely not true. There's a couple things that do cause it or do initiate the surge, but really what it is, you guys, is just the oscillation of fuel, basically going rich, lean, rich, lean. It's the tune-up. I can make a bone stock 5.3 liter V8 out of a Chevy Silverado idle with a surge if you just basically manipulate fuel and also timing to go up and down to make the idle go up and down and up and down. So in a case like this, roots blown, big block Chevy, injector hat. Now if you guys don't notice, there's no carburetors underneath it, which is also a small little pet peeve of mine. I can't stand it when you have an injector hat with throttle blades and then carburetors underneath. That's just, different story for a different time. But we're gonna fire the car up here in just a second, and I'm gonna zoom in on the hat, and I want you guys to see what's happening, because you can visually see the hat open and close and kind of breathe to the rhythm of the surge. And what's happening is when vacuum comes up and the engine starts demanding airflow, the tolerance around the blades closes up, which basically shuts airflow off to the engine. Once the engine runs out of air, the idle comes down, it slows down, it almost stalls, it relaxes itself, the tolerance is open back up again, and the airflow starts rushing in. And it's basically repeating itself, open and close, open and close, open and close, as the engine is surging up and down. When I start to give it throttle and open all those blades up, the airflow basically stabilizes, and that's when the surge goes away, idle comes up, or engine RPM comes up, and it starts to smooth out and idle up. So without further ado, I guess let's fire this thing up. I'm going to zoom in on the hat and show you guys kind of what's happening here. All right. Okay, fire in the hole. You guys saw when the engine was running, the hat was basically shrinking and expanding to the rhythm of the surge. That's why this engine surges, and that's why most supercharged engines surge, especially the older root style blowers. Yes, it can be tuned out to an extent. If I wanted to idle the engine down at around 1,000 RPM, pretty much impossible, because I cannot tune out the flex of carbon fiber with a laptop. The hats that are aluminum or magnesium or billet, they typically have a little bit better idle qualities, but again, this is basically like a purely race only part, and it really wasn't designed to be driven on the street and kind of have drivable characteristics to it. So I'm not worried about it. Plus it sounds rowdy, it sounds sick, people love it. But anyways, camshafts do not cause surge. So anyways, I hope you guys learned a little something in this quick video. We'll do some more stuff with this car here in the future, so stay tuned. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and we'll see you guys on the next one.